Good evening, students. In before class, we discussed some important topics in 16th group elements. What are 16th group elements? Some physical properties. Some physical properties. That physical properties are very, very important, students. Now we will discuss some important topics in 16th group elements. 16th group elements are called as chalcogens. Why that elements are called as chalcogens, students? Ore forming elements. Ore forming elements. Nature of the bond. Nature of the bonds. So this group elements react with alkali and alkaline earth metals. Alkali and alkaline earth metals, that 1A or 2A group elements. The compounds are ionic compounds. The compounds are ionic compounds. Except 1A and 2A, remaining all compounds are covalent compounds. Remaining compounds and 3A, 4A and 5A, 7A. These compounds are covalent compounds. This group elements react with 1A and 2A elements. The compounds are mostly ionic compounds. These group elements react with 3A, 4A, 6A, 4A, 5A and 7A. The compounds are covalent compounds. That is the nature of the bonds. Top to bottom, ionic nature increases. Ionic nature increases. So next very important. Catenation power. Catenation power means self-linkage. Catenation power nothing but self-linkage of identical atoms. Self-linkage of identical atoms. Same atom. Self-linkage. Self-linkage is known as catenation. Linkage is known as catenation. So when compared to all elements, carbon have more catenation power. Why? Because more bond energy, more bond dissociation energy, or more bond energy. When compared to all elements, carbon have more catenation power. Catenation power is decreases in group. Top to bottom decreases. In this group, sulfur have more catenation power. And top to bottom catenation power is decreases. From sulfur to polonium, catenation power is decreases. In this group, which is more catenation power, students? Sulfur have more catenation power. So when compared to remaining elements, more catenation power. Sulfur single bond energy is more than remaining. So sulfur is greater than, oxygen is greater than. So like that. Top to bottom bond energy is decreases. Bond energy decreases. Catenation power is decreases. So which elements show the more catenation power in 6th group elements? Students, sulfur. In sulfur, S single bond S is more stable. Here S linked with 8 sulfur atoms. Eight sulfur atoms. So this is the very important structure. So each sulfur atom have 2 bonds and 2 bond pairs, 2 lone pairs. So shape of the sulfur is angular or V shape. Hybridization is sp3. Bond angle is approximately 107. So So bond length approximately 206 picometers. 206 picometers. In sulfur, valency of the sulfur in this molecule is 2. Valency of sulfur is 2. Valency of sulfur is 2. But oxidation number is 0. So oxidation number is 0. Valency nothing but combining capability. Combining capability is 2. Combining capability is 2. So each sulfur atom have 2 lone pairs and 2 bond pairs. Shape of the molecule is angular. Hybridization is sp3. Hybridization is sp3. How many lone pairs are there in total molecule, S8 molecule, students? So each sulfur atoms have 2 lone pairs. So S8. So 8 into 2. 16 lone pairs are there. 16 bond pairs also there. 16 bond pairs, 16 lone pairs. That is the very, very important. Number of bond pairs, number of lone pairs, both are equal. Both are equal. So catenation power nothing but self-linkage of identical atoms. Self-linkage of identical atoms. Self-linkage of identical atoms. Self-linkage of identical atoms, that is called as catenation. In this group, more catenation power. In this group, more catenation power. Sulfur have more catenation power. Sulfur single bond is more stable. Sulfur single bond is more stable. But oxygen multiple bonds are more stable. So O2 and O3 only up to 3 atoms combined. So here multiple bond is more stable due to less size. Here multiple bonds are very less stable. Multiple bonds are very less stable. That's why here exist S8 molecules. A single bond S. So at a very high temperature, sulfur exists as S2 form. S2 form. Like O2, S2 also paramagnetic. Like O2, S2 also paramagnetic compound. So unpaired electrons present in pi star X and pi star Y. That is the very, very important. Pi star X and pi star Y. 3X, 3px and 3py. So for oxygen, pi star 2px, 1 pi star 2p, y1 per oxygen atom, per sulfur atom. So at high temperature about 1000 kelvins, S2 exists like O2, it is a paramagnetic. It is a paramagnetic. So which element have more catenation power in 6th group element, students? Sulfur. Top to bottom catenation power decreases. Why? Because bond energy decreases. Bond energy decreases. This is the catenation power. So next, allotropic forms. Allotropy means the elements exist in different physical forms. Elements exist in different physical forms that are called as allotropes. That are forms, the different physical forms that are called as allotropic forms. In this group, 16th group elements, all elements exhibit allotropic forms. All elements exhibit allotropic forms. All elements exhibit the allotropic forms. In case of oxygen, O2 and O3. O3 also another allotropic form of oxygen. Here two allotropic forms are exist. Oxygen, O2 and dioxygen, oxydioxide, ozone. These are allotropic forms of oxygen. Next, sulfur exhibit the more allotropic forms. Here sulfur, alpha sulfur, that is called as rhombic sulfur. Beta sulfur is monoclinic sulfur, and plastic sulfur, and flower sulfur, and ingil sulfur. These all are sulfur forms, most stable allotropic forms. Sulfur. In our syllabus, alpha, beta, and sulfurs are there. Okay, students. These all are have non-metallic nature. That all are have Sulfur allotropics, all allotropes of sulfur have non-metallic nature. That element also non-metal, that all allotropic forms also non-metallic nature. So next, selenium is with the 6 allotropic forms. Out of 6, 4 have red colors. Red colors, that means mostly non-metallic character is there. 2 have metallic grey color. So out of 6, 4 are red color that have more non-metallic characters. 2 have metallic character that have gray in color. That is the very important students. So next, tellurium is with the metallic forms only metallic forms. 1 or 2 very less are there that have metallic forms. And polonium also is with the allotropic forms, and alpha and beta. Alpha and beta allotropic forms are there. In sixth group, all elements is with allotropic forms. Allotropic form means particular elements exist in different forms, different physical states, different physical forms. When compared to all elements, tellurium is less allotropic forms are there that have metallic forms only. Okay, students. So next very important topic, chemical reactivity, chemical properties. Very important. Chemical properties are very important. So chemical properties. So reactivity with hydrogen, oxygen, halogens. So this group elements, all elements react with hydrogen. That compounds are called as hydrides. Which type of hydrides are formed in this group? Students, H2E type. Here is a sixth group element or chalcogen. H2E or EH2. So most of the group elements form H2E. For example, H2O. Next, H2S, H2SE, H2TE, H2PO. Another element is livermorium, that is the radioactive element, newly discovered element. So these are hydrides of 16th group elements are chalcogens, or 6A group elements. 16th group or 6A group elements. Okay, students. So water, hydrogen can form H2O2 also. This is the peroxide. Sulfur, very little amount to form H2S2. Very less stable. This is the good oxidizing agent and good reducing agent. This is not an unstable compound. Okay, students. So in hydrides, some important properties are there. In some important points. First preparation. So H2 plus O2 to form H2O. So this is the highly exothermic reaction. At room temperature, slow rate of reaction is slow. At high temperature, that is the fast reaction in presence of platinum, easily react. So formation of water is a exothermic reaction. So next, H2 plus S to convert to H2S. This is also exothermic reaction. So formation energy, enthalpy of formation, first two cases are exothermic. Energy is releases. First two cases, energy is releases. So remaining cases that are endothermic reactions, H2 plus Sc and H2 plus Pe, H2 plus PO, these are endothermic reactions. So heat of formation here positive. Here positive. So that means with hydrogen top to bottom reactivity decreases. Top to bottom in non-metals reactivity decreases. Metals reactivity increases. Towards hydrogen reactivity top to bottom decreases. Top to bottom reactivity decreases. So preparation is difficult from top to bottom. Preparation of hydrides of 6th group elements are difficult from top to bottom. These two are exothermic, remaining all are endothermic. Remaining all are endothermic. Here some important properties are there about hydrides. One is the preparation. Preparation is very difficult from top to bottom. So first hydride is easily prepared. First hydride is easily prepared. So next very important, polar nature. Top to bottom polar nature decreases. Top to bottom polar nature is decreases. So preparation is difficult. So next, polar nature. Polar nature increases or decreases? Decreases. Electronegativity difference decreases. Polar nature decreases. So polar nature decreases. Dipole moment decreases. Polar nature decreases. Dipole moment decreases. All molecules have dipole molecules. All molecules are polar molecule, but polar nature top to bottom decreases. So dipole moment also decreases. So these all molecules are angular molecules. That all molecules are angular molecules. Undergoes sp3 hybridization with two lone pairs are there. How many lone pairs are there, students? How many lone pairs? Two lone pairs. sp3 hybridization. Oxygen atom undergoes sp3. All atoms are undergoes sp3 hybridization. So 6 plus 2, 8, 8 by 2, 4. 4 means sp3 hybridization with two lone pairs. Shape of the molecule is angular. Shape of the molecule is angular. So all angular molecules are polar molecules. All angular molecules are polar molecule. Dipole moment not equal to 0. Dipole moment not equal to 0. All molecules are polar molecules. Dipole moment is not equal to 0. So all molecules, shape of the molecule, students, angular shape or V shape. How many lone pairs are there? Two lone pairs. Hybridization is sp3. So here very important points are bond angle and bond energy. Bond angle and bond energy. Bond angles and bond energy. So bond angle top to bottom decreases. Central atom electronegativity decreases. When compared to methane and ammonia, less bond angle is there. Why? Because a lone pair repulsions are there. Which repulsions, friends? Between lone pair and lone pair, some repulsions are there. So that's why the bond angle is decreases. This is more repulsive. Here occupies, this lone pair occupies more area. That's why this lone pair is repelled to this hydrogen that are moved like this. So lone pair occupies more distance. That's why bond angle is decreases when compared to methane and ammonia molecules and sp3 molecules. So here bond angle is 104 degrees 28 minutes or 30 minutes. When compared to regular tetrahedral shapes, here bond angle is decreases. Why? Because lone pair repulsions are very more when compared to bond pair repulsions. So that's why bond angle is decreases. That's why bond angle is decreases. Very, very important, students. So from top to bottom, bond angle what happened? From top to bottom. Central atom electronegativity decreases, bond angle is decreases. Central atom electronegativity decreases, bond angle is decreases. Central atom electronegativity decreases, bond angle is decreases. Why? Because that electrons not near to the central atom, that electrons are near to the hydrogen atoms. That time repulsions are less repulsions when compared to this molecule, so like that. So that atoms are very close, that hydrogen atoms are very close. Why? Because less repulsions. Central atom electronegativity decreases, bond angle is decreases. Central atom electronegativity decreases, bond angle is decreases. From top to bottom, bond angle is decreases. But very, very important point here, bond angle is 92 degrees 30 minutes. How much bond angle is, students, here? 92 30 minutes. Next year 90, here also 90, very 9, here to 90. Sometimes some books here given 91 also. But bond angle is decreases from top to bottom. These all molecules bond angles are very close and that value is equal to 90, very close to 90. That bond angle is very close to 90. Why? Because here pure orbital involvement is more when compared to hybrid orbitals. When compared to hybrid orbital, according to VBT theory. VBT, what is the VBT? Valency bond theory. According to valency bond theory, two p orbitals involved in bond. One is the perpendicular to another one. That bond angle is 90. So why bond angle very near to 90, students? The pure orbital involvement is more when compared to hybrid orbitals. Pure orbital involvement is more when compared to hybrid orbitals. That's why the bond angle very near to 90. But top to bottom bond angle is decreases. That is the very, very important, students. Top to bottom bond angle, what happens, students? Decreases. Next, bond energy. So bond energy. Oxygen hydrogen bond is very strong when compared to sulfur hydrogen bond. Here central atom size is increases. Here hydrogen is very small size, central atom size is more. More size, less size. More size, less size. The bond is weak. So oxygen and hydrogen. Next, sulfur hydrogen. Selenium hydrogen, like that. Size increases. And next, tellurium and hydrogen, very small size. Large size, less size atom. That bond is very weak. Comparable sizes are there. That bond is very strong. Comparable sizes are there. That bond is very strong when compared to incomparable sizes. So friendship is very strong between comparable sizes. So top to bottom bond strength is decreases. Bond strength decreases. What happens, friends? Bond energy, less energy required to breakage of that bond. So bond energy, bond dissociation energy or bond energy decreases from top to bottom. Next, bond length, very, very important. Size of the atom increases, bond length increases. That's why bond energy decreases. So bond and its length is increases from top to bottom. So next very important point, students. So here all molecules have lone pairs. All molecules have lone pairs. Two lone pairs. These all molecules have two lone pairs. So donation of lone pairs. Donation of lone pairs. Capability. The ability of donation of lone pairs top to bottom decreases. Top to bottom decreases. Why? Because their central atom size increases, that available place is more, that's why not donating to other atoms. Not donating to other atoms. Okay, students. Donation ability of lone pairs, donation ability of lone pairs from top to bottom decreases. From top to bottom decreases. Why? Because central atom size is increases. The more available place is there. So donation ability. This all are Lewis bases. Why? Because our lone pairs. But donation capability top to bottom decreases. So next, ligon nature in complex compounds, ligons. All Lewis bases are ligons. But donation nature decreases, ligon nature also decreases. Donation nature decreases, ligon nature also decreases. So here all are weak ligons. When compared to the remaining, H2 is a strong ligon. When compared to remaining, H2 is a strong ligon. Okay, students. So next, basic nature. So donation capability decreases, basic nature also decreases. Lewis base, electron pair donor, electron pairs donor, Lewis bases. Electron pair donor or proton acceptor, that are bases. Not easily accept the H plus, or less donation ability, top to bottom donation ability is decreases. That's why basic nature is decreases. All properties are decreases. Except bond length here. So next, acidic nature. Next, acidic nature. Acidic nature. Donation ability decreases. Basic nature decreases. So acidic nature is increases. Why? Because here Ka value is increases. Ka value increases. Dissociation, easily dissociative H plus. So here O minus 2 lose 2H plus, and S minus 2, Se minus 2, Te minus 2. So size increases. Size increases from top to bottom, size increases. The negative density on atom decreases. Why? Because more size, that available place is there. So Te minus 2 is more stable than Se minus 2 is more stable than S minus 2 is more stable than O minus 2. O minus 2, that is the very important, students. So what is the order, students? T minus 2 and Se minus 2 and S minus 2, O minus 2. That large size, the negative charge is more stable here. So this is the correct order. That's why that compounds easily release the H plus. That compounds easily release the H plus. That compounds easily release the H plus ions. So dissociation increases from top to bottom. Why? Because more bond length easily give H plus, less energy required to breakage of that bond. So which compound easily give H plus? That is the strong acid. Top to bottom, acidic nature increases. When compared to fifth group hydrates, these hydrates are more acidic nature. When compared to fifth group hydrates, these hydrates are more acidic. Top to bottom acidic nature increases, basic nature decreases. Acidic nature increases, basic nature is decreases. That is the very important. Okay, students. So next, stability. What happens, students? Stability of the compounds. What happens, students? Stability, thermal stability or stability. So increases or decreases? Decreases. So next very important property, solubility. Solubility, top to bottom decreases. Why? Because polar nature decreases. Solubility decreases. Except bond length and acidic nature, remaining all properties except shape. Remaining all properties are decreases. So one more very important property is there, reducing power. Which power, students? Reducing power top to bottom increases. Why? Because easily give hydrogens dissociation is more. So reducing power, bond length, acidic character increases. So next very important. Very important properties. Melting and boiling points. Melting and boiling points. Generally, melting and boiling points top to bottom. Increases. Why? Because molecular weight increases, intermolecular attractions are increases. Molecular weight increases, intermolecular attractions are increases. But in H2O, hydrogen bonds are there, intermolecular hydrogen bond. Which bond, friends? Intermolecular hydrogen bond is there. Due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding, water have high melting and boiling points. So melting and boiling points, H2SC is less than, H2SC is less than, H2TE, H2PO is less than H2O. H2O is more melting and boiling points when compared to all compounds. H2O have more melting and boiling points due to intermolecular hydrogen bonds are there in water. So due to more polar molecule. Why intermolecular hydrogen bonds are there? More polar nature. So when compared to CH4, NH3 and H2O, HF in period. So H2O have more boiling point when compared to remaining all. Next HF, next NH3, next CH4. Which is the more volatile? CH4 is more volatile. Which is less volatile? H2O is less volatile. Why? Because due to hydrogen bond, more number of hydrogen bonds are there. Each water molecule linked with 4 other water molecules. Each water molecule linked with 4 other water molecules. That is the very important, students. So strong hydrogen bond present in HF, but more number of and strong hydrogen bonds are present in H2O. When compared to HF, hydrogen bond in water weak, but more number of hydrogen bonds are there. In NH3, more number of hydrogen bonds are there, but less strength. HF is more strength. HF form hydrogen bonds in even gas state also up to 6 molecules. So which of the following molecule form hydrogen bonds in gas state? HF. That is the very important, students. So in sixth group or 16th group are chalcogens which have more boiling point, students. Water. Which have more melting point? H2O. At room temperature, which is the liquid? H2O. Remaining all are gases. Why? Because due to intermolecular hydrogen bond. Due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay, students. So which of the following is more volatile? H2S is more volatile. Less boiling point, more volatile. Which of the following is more vapor pressure? Less boiling point, more vapor pressure. Which of the following is more volatile? So which of the following is more viscosity? H2 is more viscosity. Viscosity is directly proportional to hydrogen bond strength. And surface tension is directly proportional to hydrogen bond strength. And intramolecular attractions are more surface tension, more viscosity. Which is more vapor pressure? H2S is more vapor pressure. More volatile compound, more vapor pressure, less viscosity, less surface tension. So these are very important points about hydrates of 16th group elements. Hydrates of 16th group elements. In water, oxygen form H2O2 peroxide, sulfur also form H2H2. So this is the most stable when compared to this compound. And H2O2 is a more viscous liquid, have more boiling point and more melting point when compared to water. Why? Because strong hydrogen bonds. Strong hydrogen bonds, more number of hydrogen bonds. H2O2 is a more viscous liquid. H2O2 is a open book structure. Open book structure. Already know that in first year syllabus. Like that. Okay, students. So next go to oxides.